Reflections of a Woman's Image. I looked in the mirror. I remembered a woman who once lived in the past, but now she had put her past behind her and lived for today. I remembered when I began to change. I started to shine like a queen's diamond, for I had many facets which glowed and sparkled. Previously, I had conditioned myself to feel unimportant to the world and to myself. Thereafter, I had to build up my mind so I could live a new and better life. I had to learn to pamper myself, to love myself. Others said that they loved me then, for the friend I was to them, although I was not a friend to myself because I was busy caretaking for others. I had expected to be rescued from my sad life. I was dependent on others for my happiness. The woman I saw in the mirror was the me of the past who now felt good about herself. I had been so alone, but I had learned to take care of myself no matter what. To get where I am now, I had to go on with what had to be done. The mirror image that I used to see was a fragile one, but I knew it was an image of one who was beautiful within herself, one who had the potential to be true to herself. Many times in the past, I had spoken to my best girlfriend to ask for advice on my life. But no matter what I had shared with her, she didn't quite comprehend what I was feeling or what I was going through, because I was the one out there in that rough world, not her. The world is a cold place to be when one has a desire to be loved for oneself. So I would still speak to my friend just to hear myself think, for what more could I want or expect than to gain an understanding of myself? My life began again when I woke up on that special morning and saw a new image in the mirror. The birds were singing, and that gave me a feeling of appreciation of nature's gifts. I now wonder what will happen to me in this life that I've changed, but I know it will be good. I had reached the point where I just had to get on with my life, no matter what anyone told me. My friends never understood me when I shared my life's troubles. Then I finally found a friend who would listen. This friend had become my confidant and gave me the hope to love myself and to change my way of living. I didn't want to go through again what I had painfully gone through before. There are many ways that you can work on yourself. You can walk and see the beauty all around. Take off your blinders. You can give a joyous gift to yourself by saying, I like you. But act now, for the time you have can be taken away from you. I looked into the mirror and remembered what my confidant friend had told me. He said that I had to know where I was going, that the pieces of my life were from a puzzle being put together into a beautiful mosaic, that each piece of my life was as important to the whole as every other piece, that each piece was to support all the other pieces. What was the first piece that started my change? Well, one late afternoon I had walked down to the river to sit on a rock by the water's edge. I saw the sun's glittering rays shining in the water. Then I saw a woman's peaceful image reflected in the water, and I looked into it. The reflection was unclear and wavering, for the water was sensitive to the tides and the wind. This too was how I felt at the time, for I was sensitive to my friends' moods. So I took care of them. But where was I when I was doing this caretaking? I looked away from my image in the water because I was afraid that the truth would surface and show me what I should do. But the peaceful image made me realize that I was myself, that I was good all along, but that I was trying to please too many people. The whole idea of starting over was terrifying to me then. Where would I begin to give myself the courage to change? Well, I had to start painting a picture for myself that would be colorful. A multi-part painting which would reflect my many needs. Each color would represent a feeling and a mood. Each part would blend with the others to make the painting a sight to remember, a masterpiece. Well, I finished the painting, and here I am looking at my new image in the mirror. I see a very likable person, one who had done the best to get on with her life. Oh, it was so hard at first, but ultimately so rewarding. Principally, I had to learn to accept what I could not change, to discover that I could only change the way in which I thought about myself. It was still important that I could look back and reflect on these events, for it was a guarantee that I would never end up back there again. Should I say, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? This is what I used to think of as a little girl who had read Snow White. It was a fairy tale of a queen who was aware of a beautiful princess who could take over her beauty. The princess was a sweet girl who gave love and care to the 7 dwarfs as it was given to her. The magic mirror answered me and said, "You are no more and no less than the image you can visualize in yourself. At best, the creation of all you can be. What you are seeing now is the beauty within yourself. You are the reflection of the image you see in me." I then felt good because I knew it was up to me as to how I lived my life. The watery image that I had seen was the woman of the past. The mirror's reflection now showed my true image, that of a woman who was true to herself.